Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. In this video, we will learn about the another filtering operator, that is nothing but take last. In the previous video, we have seen about this take operator, right? In the same scenario, you will be having this take last. What is this take last? If you go inside the description details of this take last operator, here if you read this description, wait for the source to complete. So that means the take last operator always waits when the source observable is complete, until the source observable is complete, then emits the last n values from the source observable. So after completion of the source observable, then the take last operator will emit the values from the source observable as specified by the count argument. So here the take last operator takes one parameter, that is nothing but the count. So this count indicates the how many values I need to take from the last values emitted. The return is as usual, it is an observable. If you try to see the marble diagram, so this is the marble diagram, and here if you see, this is the source observable emitting the values A, B and C, D, the source observable, then afterwards it is completed. And here for this source observable we have applied take last operator, and inside this one we have given 2 as the number. The 2 means here it indicates that it should take the last 2 values, that means when the source is complete. So now the take last operator wait until the source observable is completed. So it will wait until the source observable is completed. So when it is completed, then it will take the last 2 values and it will emit the data in the same order how it has been emitted by the source observable. It will emit at a time. So here if you try to see, these are displayed one by one under the below. So why it has displayed one by one below means it is displaying at the same time, and also one vertical line is also displayed, that means it is completing at the same time itself. So it will emit the value in the same order and it will immediately complete the output observable. So this is the marble diagram. Here if you try to see, here are some scenarios. So one, you need to understand that, so when the source observable is going on emitting the data, okay, if the source observable takes something around 5 minutes to complete, okay, the source observable is takes around 5 minutes to complete, means the take last operator wait until the 5 minutes. So after the 5 minutes, when the source observable is complete only, then after 5 minutes it will emit the data. So that means when the source observable is complete only, this take last operator will be emitted. If the source observable is unlimited, it is not completed, means then this take last operator will not be executed. Will not be executed means will never emit the value. That is the main thing you need to remember. The take last results in observable that holds up to count values. So that means here it has indicated as 2, means it will hold the last 2 values in the memory. It will keep those last 2 values in the memory. If it is 4 values, means it will keep last 4 values in the memory, okay, in the memory until the source complete. So when the source is complete, it will keep the values in the memory, then it pushes all the values. So when the source observable is complete, then it pushes all the values it pushes all the values to the consumer means to the output observable. So that is the main thing you need to understand. If for some reason the source complete before the count, so that means here if 2 means if the source observable emits only one value and then it is completed, means then after the source observable is completed, whatever the values that are in the memory, it will be emitted at a time. So if it is less than the 2 also, it will emit and then it will complete. So that is the thing you need to remember. That warning here also you need to understand the warning, that is nothing but if using the take last with an observable that never completes. So that means this source observable is never completed, means this take last operator will result an observable that never emits a value. So that means it will never emit an observable. So that is the main thing you need to understand. So now let's try to implement this take last in the practical. If you go here, I am creating ngGC pages / take last operator. So I am creating a component take last operator. So if you go to this operators.html, let's try to create a router link for this one, take last, and here I will give take last operator. That's it. And let's go to the routing module, and here I will copy this one, and here I will write take last, and here the component it should be implemented is take last operator component. Okay, that's it. Now let's go to this take last operator component here, and in this .ts file, if I go here, I will take interval of 1000. So that means 100 or otherwise for every 100 milliseconds it will display, it will emit the data. So let's import this interval from RxJS. Now dot subscribe of data, and here I will console log data. So that means it will emit the values from 0 to unlimited. So it will go on emitting the value for every 500, let's say take it as 500 milliseconds. 500 milliseconds. So here I need to apply the pipe of take last. Okay. So take last, I need to take last 5 operators. So now what will happen here? So let's import it from the RxJS operators. So what will happen here? The interval will take the last 5 values. But here you need to understand that if I try to implement this one, okay, if I go here and if I take the take last, so the observable will never complete. If I refresh this page, the observable will never emit the data. Why it will never emit the data? So this interval is not going to complete at any time. So it will be unlimited. It will going on emit the data for every 500 milliseconds. It will be incrementing value. It will be displayed. So now what I need to take here, what I will try to do is I need to take last 10 values. So as we already learned about this take operator in the previous videos, that take operator will take the first 10 values, okay, and then it marks the observable as complete. Okay, so then when the observable is automatically completed, this last value will keep the last 10 values in the memory, right? So then it will display last 10 values from something like 5 to 9 or some 6 to 9 or something like that. It will display. Let's try to see. So here if I try to print it, so here it will wait until the interval is completed. So here it is not emitting, it is trying to wait. See, at last it has emitted the data 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so now it has emitted the last values that has been emitted by the observable. You need to understand that combination of take and take last. Here what we have did, the take operator will stop the interval after taking the 10 values. Then take last operator will, out of these 10 values, it will take the last 5 values and emit the data as an observable. So this is the take and take last operator. So we have used the combination of these things. Take last operator will take last 5 values when the source is completed. So now the source is completed, it took the last 5 values and at a time it displays the values. So this is the concept of take last operator. Hope you understood about this take last operator. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, as usual, so post the comments below to this video. And also if you want to learn more about this one, so you can go to here and RxJS operators and you can read one by one. So I will try to complete all the operators. What are the operators in the RxJS? I will try to do all the things I have known. So we will try to do all those things. So this is all about the take last operators. So just one minute difference is there between the take and take last. So that's it. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel so that I will be posting more and more front-end development courses. Thank you.